Well, guys, I have something to share with you. You guys have probably already seen it. If you haven't seen the videos lately, you have been probably seeing some Linux stuff already being utilized. Some Bazite stuff. I'm on Bazite, by the way. Um, but I wanted to. You guys probably already seen the title that I switched from Windows to Linux. Not fully, unfortunately, but that's what the title is. Me switching from Windows to Linux. 12 days, 12, 13 days in. It's probably 12, but 13 days at the most. Because I'm giving that little extra day because I'm not quite 100% for sure when I absolutely got in. Now, of course, for any of you, I have been using. This is my main driver, my main computer for it. It's all full AMD computer, which is probably best if you are gonna do a Linux build. It's not like haven't been saying this. These are some of the other people. Um, but I would recommend that if you are going to run, you should probably run with. Sorry, I'm fixing my thing there. You guys should probably run. Um, you guys should probably be running Linux with AMD because it's probably just better that it works right out of the box more than Nvidia. Just in general because Steam Deck runs fully on AMD and stuff. And if you already have Steam Deck, you're already in Linux, by the way. Um, but for gaming anyway. So the reason why I have switched, and I'm going to tell you why I switched from Linux to Windows here before we absolutely get into showing you the applications that I use, and why. And there's going to be a small caveat why I haven't switched fully because I need to be able to multi-stream through Linux through. I need to be able to multi-stream, and I can't do that without Stream Elements for free. And so, I primarily use a lot of this, and a lot of software for it runs pretty well. And the reason why I switched is because I am not a fan of Windows Recall. I'm not a fan of Windows entirely for a lot of reasons. And Windows is kind of one of those things where, can I run these games? Yeah. Of course, there's a caveat that I will say I can't run some games, but it's not going to bother me because I have a PS5 where I play a lot of that. I also have Fortnite on my phone. So if I needed to, I also have the Switch version. So if I needed to play these games, I have ways to play them. It doesn't mean that I will play Switch or I'll play these game systems or whatever. But I will tell you, I am not a big fan of the Windows Recall. First off, I've been kind of putting it off, not switching from Windows to this. Windows has changed for it, but it's like to be honest, and the other thing is I didn't quite completely switch because, like I said, I use Stream Elements, and Stream Elements does not work on Linux. It works on Mac, but I think they canceled that one. I wish they would come out with a Linux version because then I could get off of stinking Steam, Windows. I'd be happy. It'd be right off the bat. It would work. I'd be happy. I would not have to worry so much. But I will tell you, switching from Linux, switching to Windows, happy as a clam for running these things. Now, of course, I will do this an update again in the future. But I'll also be doing some testing and some game testing through Linux on my playlist that you guys will see at the end of this video. Of course, it'll all be, or you guys can go find it on my channel. But it's always great to be subscribed here, guys, because if you aren't subscribed, you aren't going to get notified when I do go live, or when I uploaded video content here. But anyway, so I basically don't also want my data being completely taken from Windows. I don't want my operating system being tied to an account. But that was kind of like, okay, I can get away from that. But the other thing is why I haven't switched is because of games. Like, do I switch? Do I take the plunge? Do I not? And I was like, because I kind of had interest in it, and I was like, okay, well, I wasn't going to do that on this computer because of Stream Elements. I could pretty much, and I'm going to try this. I want Stream Elements. If I can actually figure out a way to dual boot on this one, or I can run a VM, running a VM through it, and I'll just run like a Windows 10 or something that I don't have to be freaking logged in. Where yes, it might be riddled, but I'll just connect my accounts and just do it through there. But we'll see. I haven't fully decided for whatever it's worth. But you guys will have to let me know if you guys can help me out, figure out what can I do to multi-stream through TikTok and YouTube and Trovo all in one platform, because I really want to know. Without having to pay for it. Like, I don't want to have to pay for it. I want to be able to use it as a daily driver, daily. And Stream Elements is what I use. So, if Stream Elements is watching this, of course, I would like to see Stream Elements be utilized on Linux, because I think a lot of people would switch over if Stream Elements was right there. A lot of it would just be really and Linux is free to install, by the way. You don't have to do it. You can go get a VM on Windows and just test it out for yourself. I didn't, of course. I actually went and I dual booted. I dual booted and tested on a flash drive with Bazite. Went to go check a couple of programs to see what I could do with it, and it's like, I actually am really liking it. So I just was like, okay, I'll give it some time. Maybe I'll settle on it before I do, and I just jumped in. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys, before I do go fully live tonight, because you know, I go live every night from 9 till 10, not 10, I go live from 9 till 12, or not 12, but 2 in the morning, 2 in the morning, Central Time. But, anyway, but I am not live right now because I am wanting to absolutely show you guys Linux and show you guys just a little bit around Bazite. Of course, Bazite is, I'll do a full more extensive video on Bazite itself, but I just wanted to show you guys that I do run Florp, Steam, pretty much Steam right there, but it does not come right out of the box. You have to go through like the Bazaar thing, but anyway, these are all the games that I have tested / run, except for Space Cadet Pinball. It's automatically, I just got it from the Flatpak Bazaar thing. I use VLC, I use Shotcut for that, and I have OBS. So if I could drop my computer over there, I would. And to be honest, and then the other thing I do use for graphics is I do use GIMP. So I already use GIMP as my daily driver. I already use a lot of things, and I'm not like somebody that goes after photo editing. I go for doing it for thumbnails, and that's pretty much all I use it for. But there are also a couple other resources you guys can use, and I wanted to share it with you. Actually, not Steam. You go to Proton. Hold on. Go to Proton DB. Go to protondb.com, and this is where you can test out and see if your game runs. You know, like games that are ready to be played. Like, you can check here to see if see if your game is Chromebook. Like, you can always check that. You know, Euro Truck Simulator 2 runs. You know, games that I typically use, like D&D, Lords of Water, like you can check, and if these games are absolutely supported, like World of Warships. Okay, it's gold. It's playable. It doesn't mean that it's going to be absolutely fully supported. You can always try it yourself, but you of course, you'd have to find a decent way to do it, and I don't know how to do. I think I don't download anything from out of Steam for the problem that I don't know how to set things up. But pretty much, I'm like, okay, I don't use Epic Games all that often. I don't use uh I hardly ever touch into Epic Games anyways, because like I play like a handful of games, like whatever. I'm not gonna hop into there. If Epic can support Linux, I would be happy. I would support them a little bit as well. But you can check that here. You can also check, are we anti-cheat ready? Remember, not every game is going to be listed in are we anti-cheat ready. But, like, for example, Halo is supported, but why is Fortnite not? But it works on, if you have an Xbox Cloud, if you go to Xbox Cloud, you can do it that way. So if you wanted to, you could go to do that, and you could play Fortnite, but why would I want to go do that? I'm pretty sure you could probably play Battlefield 2042 on the Xbox Cloud or games like that. But, you know, you got all of these places where you can test it. Like, for example, like I wanted to show you, like if we type in Call of Duty, like cold, like anything pretty much after anything that's native to PS5 does not work on Linux, by the way. So you're not going to be able to get. You're going to be able to get Cold War installed. You're going to be able. I mean, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. You're going to be able to get World War 3, Infinite Warfare will be able to, but as you can see, Vanguard is not supported. The 2022 Modern Warfare 2 and the 2023 Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, and Black Ops 6 are not supported, as well as Modern Warfare 2019 is not supported. So it's like most of the games are supported, but you guys just come check here. These guys are going to be telling you whether or not these things work. To be honest, if Microsoft is such a company, play anywhere, why can't they put these games supported on Linux in it? So I don't know, but these are a couple of places that you can check. I'm gonna bookmark SteamDB as ProtonDB as well, because guess what? I'm going to have those bookmarked because I need those to check to see if games are going to run. Anyway, not every game is going to run. You can always go in and check for yourself. Just remember, if the game is multiplayer and has anti-cheat and is modern, you might not be able to run it. Because I'm thinking one other game I wanted to Escape from Tarkov is planned, logged in the game, works with BattleEye runtime, including management and offline raids. Escape from Tarkov, planned. So it is planned, it is not fully supported. But if we can start seeing more people hopping into Linux and hopping into this, you will be able to, like, Star Citizen is there. Like, you can do it on GeForce Now. So, like, if you want to play some of these, you can get GeForce Now. You should be able to. It's like, if you let me go and check. Anyway, I was looking up StarCraft 2 running Warden. Now, of course, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefronts 2 are supported. So it's like games depends. It's game dependent. Um, yeah, there's like you can get some of these things. It's like let me look up command com. I'm looking up a com. I think it's com with a double M. Um, Now, of course, we're going to check one other thing, because I want to check to see, because one of my other favorite games, I haven't played that in a while, I wanted to check. And then we'll get off for this video. Command. Okay. Command & Conquer's 3, Kane's Wrath is supported. Red Alert supported. Remaster supported. Command & Conquer's Generals 0 Hour is working, so we can try these out. Try out the 7 games collection. Command & Conquer's Generals, Red Alert 3, Conquer's Renegade, Platinum, Red Alert 3 Uprising. So like, you can come in here and check, and does not mean like Command & Conquer's Red Alert, Counter-Strike, and Aftermath. Crisis Command. It's literally, you can come here and check to see if your games are going to run. Just remember that if you do have mods for games, you might not be able to run them through here. You know, like you have the origin through that, you might not be able to get everything resulted. So you just be on your thing. If you guys would like to see content, remember, hit that follow, hit that subscribe. You guys can check out also today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Christian Satori. You can go use the code link down below, christiansatori.com. You guys can buy some of the best shoes around. The classic black canvas. You guys could also find it in fuchsia. So much cool shit. Cool gear. Trust me. These are a fantastic brand. But you guys, not only can you buy shoes, you can also buy clothing. Clothing does include some cool gear as well. But if you guys want to use the code Gamingmadirocks at checkout through christiansatori.com/Gamingmadirocks, go to that and take down that link. When you check out at checkout, put Gamingmadirocks at checkout. Now remember, you might be able to get 10% off your order today, 15% off with the code. But only if you buy 2 products. Remember, you can get some cool puffer jackets, cool socks, squint t-shirt, cool gear. Remember, everything here is not super expensive, but it is not inexpensive either. So you guys remember, links down there, Christian Satori. Zatori.com/Gamingmadirocks. Use code Gamingmadirocks at checkout to get 5% off your order.